Welcome to First National Bank's Coach's Corner with Tony Tone and Muscatine High School football coach Jake Mueller. Listen online at vintage931.com or on your smartphone with the free Vintage Sound app. Let's start the show.
Thursday morning, 9:34 at Vintage Sound, and I can't believe that we only have 2 regular season Muskie football games left. Tomorrow night, the Muskies hit the road to Cedar Rapids to take on Prairie. And then it's back home next Friday, and we'll get to that in a second. Muskie head football coach Jake Mueller, how you doing?
Doing well.
Sorry about your Cardinals.
Well, I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
I wasn't, but then I thought.
I figured it would happen that way. The Cubs were a better team, and, thing about this is I know the Cardinals will be back.
Yeah, so, the Cardinals have been good for a long time.
Yeah, and they'll continue to be so.
So Tuesday night, were you fired up, or were you just okay with it? Because you got so many other things to worry about.
Yeah,
right?
I used to be a really, really big Cardinals fan, and since I've been a head coach, it's just been tougher to follow them. I follow them, but not nearly as what I used to.
Oh yeah,
but
I was 12 years ago when the Cubs lost to the Marlins. I was a sophomore in college, and I watched a friend of mine kick a hole in a wall, and we were mad. And I don't have time for that now. Yeah. I'm a casual fan. Yeah. I've been a fan 32 years. It's a long time. So it was nice. We weren't going to talk about it, but I brought it up. Ottumwa last Friday for homecoming. That was a fun game to be at. My wife and kids and I were there till about just the start of the second half, and I saw a lot of things that I liked.
Yeah, as long as you're there for the first quarter, it's probably still a lot. Yeah.
But you take the district win. 2-1, you improved 2. I'm assuming that the practices following have been tough because you did see some things you needed to work on.
Yeah.
But and then tomorrow night it's going to be a big game.
Yeah, tomorrow night's a huge game for us against a team that the record is 2-5, but what I see on film is not a 2-5 team. They're a really good team. They have a lot of weapons on offense, do a lot of different things. With their single wing offense, that it's going to be a challenge for us defensively. They have they're probably the most talented player. He is a receiver who plays a little bit of everything on offense, but he was the state champion in the 200 and 400 in track.
Wow!
So he's got speed that we never see. So he's just in a different gear than everybody else.
Jeez Louise.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of fast, huh?
Yeah, he's really fast. Yeah.
Oh,
and there's some other kids that are really dangerous as well. And when I look at them on film, I don't see a 2-5 team. I see a very good quality football team, and we're going to have to play well to go there and get a win.
I did my homework. So Prairie is 1-2 in the district. They lost to City High 28-21, and then to Cedar Rapids, Washington 35-14. So
two good teams they lost to.
The 2 undefeated teams in the district that they've lost to. So they've certainly been they've gone to battle.
Yeah, for
right.
Sure.
I mean, so they're coming in definitely looking tomorrow night to get a win, and obviously you guys are as well.
We are. Yeah.
I mean, it's again, it's just crazy to say that the last 2 games of the regular season. What are some of the things, without giving away too much, that you've really been focusing? And has there been anything in particular that you saw? I mean, obviously with the guy that they have is that fast, tough to simulate in practice, but anything this week that's come up that you've been working on with the guys?
Well, just kind of working through the single wing offense again. We worked against it a couple of weeks ago against Burlington.
Right.
Prairie's is a little bit different, and so they have a few variations to it that we didn't see a couple of weeks ago. So just being sound and what we're doing. Mentally it's going to be quite a bit for our defense to take in, but I think they're locked in and keyed up and ready to go. Offensively, we got to continue to work on our execution, and when we play clean and don't have stupid penalties, we play really well and can get some things going. So, eliminating our mistakes and our penalties on offense is going to be huge for us, in playing good quality assignment football on defense, and getting we can't just get 1 or 2 guys to the football. We got to get 11 guys there and finish plays.
There were a few few guys that left the game a little early last week.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break and come back and talk about the health of the Muskies as we get ready for Cedar Rapids Prairie tomorrow night. Again, all Muskie football games heard on our sister station, KWPC, the Voice of Muscatine. We're stepping away for just 30 seconds and coming right back. Hang on.
First National Bank is proud to sponsor the On the Money program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $55,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to First National Bank's Coach's Corner on Vintage Sound 93.1.
All right, 9:39. So as I had said just a moment ago, Coach, so I'm at the game last Friday, homecoming Ottumwa, and one of the big guys goes down, Jake Musell. And did he come back in the game, or what's his status?
He did not come back.
Okay.
He's still kind of day-to-day right now.
So you don't know for sure if he's available for tomorrow?
No, we don't.
Okay. And he rolled his ankle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, there's a few guys that came out of the game. We've been pretty fortunate all year to be pretty healthy.
Yeah.
As healthy as you can be in football. But this week more than any other week, we've had to work through a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
And so there's a chance we'll play without some guys on Friday.
Sure.
And we'll have other kids that'll step up and do a good job, and we'll be ready to go one way or the other.
Creating some opportunities, unfortunately. How's Kovac doing? Without giving away too much again, these Cedar Rapids spies out there.
Yeah, I mean, same deal as far, not different injury, but he came out of the game and didn't return, and so we'll, kind of a day-by-day deal there. So we just have to have guys step up, and if they don't play, then new guys will come in, and you don't want to sound insensitive, but the bus does keep on rolling.
Sure.
You got to put guys in and
Sure.
do a good job, and just like anything, people have to step up and rise to the occasion.
It's a lot of pressure, but that's what you go to practice for every day. And if you're getting in on special teams or whatever, this isn't that opportunity to help out your team for sure. I mean, hopefully everybody's healthy and ready to go for tomorrow or next week, especially for playoffs. But I think that the guys that are going to get called if they need to tomorrow are probably ready, especially if they got in last week.
Yeah. Obviously, when they came out of the game, somebody had to go in.
Right.
Finish the game, and they did a good job. So, the guys that, if they're out, they're going to be on the sidelines being good teammates and helping their teammates out. And, hopefully we get them back as soon as we can. And the guys that have the opportunities, it's their time to go. And that's why you practice and prepare all year. And once it's kind of a good life lesson for anything. Like if somebody can't fill a role, an assignment, and for whatever reason, someone else has to fill a gap and do it. So, that's part of being on a team.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. This Prairie team, again, very well tested, and they're going to be ready to go tomorrow. And then we wrap up the season next Friday, the 23rd, the regular season at home, senior night against City High, who is 3-0 currently in the district. Seems to be very tough once again. Do you think, in your opinion, is the City High team better than the Cedar Rapids Washington team that you saw already? From what you've seen.
Well, they play tomorrow.
Right. That's I mean, it's going to determine it, I guess. But yeah, I know you've looked ahead a little bit. Is this a fast team? Is it a physical team, the City High?
Yeah, they're fast and physical both.
Again?
It's a good quality team. I would say this: Washington's one of the more talented teams in the state.
Okay.
So City High is really good. Washington has some elite talent that not very many people have.
Okay, that's fair. So again, as it sits right now, with a record of 2-1 in the district, if and again, people still don't understand this district thing, Coach. So if you split, so if you split for the rest of the season, does that guarantee you a spot in the playoffs?
Yeah, we're in right now.
You're in right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're playing somewhere on August 28th.
All right.
Yeah.
October 28th.
Yeah.
Awesome.
October 28th, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You're in. You want to win out.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, you want to host a home game, right?
I don't want to be average. Like, if we don't win out, like, we want to.
I know you're very competitive. I know. I didn't know you were in, though. That's fantastic. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, that's good to know. So we are playing on the 28th. Now, if you do win out, it's a home game, more than likely.
Correct.
Fantastic.
That's the goal right now.
Wow. Well, that's got to.
That's what we're aiming for right now, is to win the next 2 so we can play at home.
Right. So isn't it interesting, Coach? Like, you have all these games to start the season, and you want to go in, you want to win these games and get the guys excited and motivated. Then the second season starts with the district play, and now obviously your guys are aware that you're already in, but you still want to stay hungry and host a. I mean, this is with this district. Makes your job a little bit more complicated, doesn't it?
There's just a few more factors that you have to think about.
Right.
And one thing I probably haven't kept a good enough eye on is there's tiebreakers involved in the district too. So, like, you have to beat, if there's a tiebreaker between us and somewhere else, it goes back to, like, point differential and things like that. And so, I haven't really thought about that probably as much as I needed to during our games when we, think about substitutions and things like that. But going forward, we need to do that a little bit more just in case. Got to keep that in mind. But, ideally, we take care of business this week and hopefully finish it off at home. And that's our goal right now, is to win out and host a playoff game. But we got to take care of business 1 week at a time to do that.
Wouldn't it be nice? And again, not to look ahead to next week, but to get a little bit of payback with City High, right?
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, they got us a couple years ago in the playoffs.
Yeah,
we got them last year, and it's kind of been a little bit of a rirising last.
It is a fun one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's only been going for a few years, but we've had, two good games
for sure
the last couple of years. So that'll be fun.
I'm excited. I mean, it's again, it is absolutely crazy to say that there's 2 games left, but that's kind of how it goes. It goes by quick, and it's good to know that the Muskies are in for the district playoffs. But again, win out and let's host a game, because wouldn't that be great to have a home playoff game?
It would be fun. And then the other thing is obviously the better your seed, you get like a 2 seed gets a playoff or a home game, but you also play a 3 seed. So if you're if you end up being a 3 seed, you got to play a 2 seed.
Right.
If you're a 4 seed, you play a 1. And so you want to try and make your chances of continuing to move on as good as possible.
Right.
So the way to do that is to put yourself in a position to have a higher seed.
And the weather seems to be cooperating. It'll be a little brisk tomorrow, but could be worse.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit chilly, but that's okay.
You guys will be ready to go. All right, Muskie football on the road at Prairie. So the Muskies again in the district 2-1, Prairie 1-2, and then next Friday the 23rd, the final game of the regular season pits City High against the Muskies at home. So we would love to see the stands packed. It was a great crowd for homecoming, no surprise.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't believe how far we had to park. I was like, why didn't we just drive the golf cart? I told my wife, I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
we're in that weird lot way up that like faces Cedar.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I get a golf? Like, we could have parked at the radio station and walked.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit closer.
Man, it was slammed. So no, and that atmosphere was good, and I definitely know that if you win out and you do get to host that home playoff game, that could be replicated easily.
I hope so. We hosted last year and it wasn't what we would have liked.
Right.
So I hope hopefully there's some things that always play a factor in that stuff, but we take care of business, and hopefully we can see that again.
Here we go. Tomorrow, Muskies Prairie on KWPC, our sister station, AM 860, FM 95.1, the Voice of Muscatine. Coach, good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming in, and we'll do it again next week as we get ready for City High. Again, the final regular season game. First National Bank Coach's Corner featuring Muskie head football coach Jake Mueller in the books. And remember to listen to the game if you can't make it to Cedar Rapids on the Voice of Muscatine. 9:48.
Tony Tone Mornings.